Hi, I'm Sam Pritchard. I'm a partner in the charities team here at Muckle and talking to you today about whether a charity can trade. There are a variety of ways in which a charity can trade. First and foremost, if a charity does something for which they charge money and it delivers their charitable purpose, they can do so to their heart's content, provided that the money that they receive from that they reinvest towards furthering their charitable purpose. And that's known as primary purpose trading. An example of primary purpose trading is in the context of education. So where an independent school charges fees to its pupils to attend that school and that school is itself charitable, then it can do so as primary purpose trading without incurring corporation tax. And then once that organisation receives those fees, it has to use those fees to further its charitable purpose, in this case advancing education. There are also a number of other scenarios where a charity can trade. For example, where a charity does trading through its beneficiaries, then any money that is raised as a result of that, they can do so without incurring any form of tax. An example of trading by beneficiaries would be where a disability charity works with its beneficiaries to produce goods to give them employability skills. If it then sells those goods to the general public, any money that it makes that are then reinvested in the charity for its charitable purpose is considered trading by those beneficiaries. Ancillary trading is a type of trading that a charity might do alongside its charitable activity. So, for example, a charitable theatre that allows people to purchase drinks during the interval can do so within the charity as ancillary trading and doesn't have to incur corporation tax as a result, again, as long as they then reinvest that money to further their charitable purpose. Over and above those other types of trading, it's also possible for a charity to undertake a small level of trading within the charity itself, up to a maximum set by HMRC. These different types of trading gives charities a lot of flexibility to obtain income for itself that isn't restricted in the way that some grant funders might restrict the income that they provide to charities to furthering a very specific project. It gives charities unrestricted income that they can use towards their general overheads and costs. For charities that are thinking about trading, if they're uncertain about whether or not they can do so within their charity, then they should seek legal advice as to what is permitted. There are a variety of exemptions that apply to the fundraising that charities do, such that the money that they raise from events can be applied for the charity's purposes without attracting tax. Where a charity wants to undertake more long-term commercial activity, or where it wants to do something that's particularly high risk, then it may want to consider setting up a trading subsidiary. This is a commercial company that is wholly owned by the charity. It's a very standard thing to do in the charity sector, and it gives the charity access to unrestricted funding and isn't subjected to the additional charity regulations that charities are subjected to. Where charities are thinking about trading for the first time, it's really important that they seek legal advice to make sure that they understand the risks in doing so, how they can protect themselves, and how they can make sure that they fall within the guidance issued by the Charity Commission. I hope that you found this useful. We have a full charities team here at Muckle, and if there's anything that we can do to provide further advice to you, please do let me know.